Alright everyone, so today we are on our way to Orlando from London Gatwick, and I'm currently sitting in the Heathrow British Airways lounge at London Gatwick, and yeah, so I'm just waiting for the boarding to happen now. The trip to Orlando is Universal and Disney, and then I'm heading to Costa Rica, and from there I'll also be heading to Miami, so it's a 2 weeks long trip. This is going to be, I believe, the biggest trip I've done this year so far, and yeah, looking forward to it. I did the Anaheim Disney last year, so it was really fun. So I just thought might as well do the main Disney and Orlando this year, and they also have like the biggest Universal studio over there, so that should be fun. So yeah. Alright everyone, so we have just arrived into Orlando, and yeah, so it was pretty similar to Nashville in the sense that I had to pick up the baggage before the immigration, and the immigration was really smooth. It's not as busy of an airport like any other US airports like LA or New York, so yeah, the line wasn't that long and the immigration was quite smooth. Yeah, so I think now I'm just gonna head to the first hotel, which is like inside the Universal Resorts. It's called Loewes Portofino Bay. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my Uber now, and the weather is quite humid, and I know that it's going to be really really hot in the coming days, given that it is June, which is peak summertime over here. Yeah, so let's look forward to that, and yeah, let's get this started. So this is the room that I got, and they also gave me an upgrade because I booked it through Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts uh, portal. So yeah, they upgraded the room, and they also had a few perks. So the room looks kind of dated, to be honest. The rooms in Europe are quite modern, but other than that, yeah, it's a really good size. And then you also get the free express lane for Universal Studios and Island of Adventures for free if you're staying here. So that's also included. Yeah, so they've also like given us two big bottles over here. Okay, I think you have to pay for these, so yeah, these are not included, but I think these are complimentary. Yes. So yeah, this is they've given us got these nice chocolates over here, and Fiji water. Yeah, overall, I think like there's a pretty good vibe at the hotel so far. It's pretty lively. It's inside Universal, so you can take the boat. Like it's a 5 minute ride, and it starts at 7 in the morning. Now I'm just gonna head to the hotel. There's also like $100 restaurant food and beverage credit that you can use at restaurants. So yeah, I'll be using that. So I've already booked at one of the Italian restaurants over here. So let's check it out. And yeah, halal food was again a bit of a challenge, but they do have good vegetarian options. So I already saw the reviews online, so that is nice. So let's head down there. And the other thing is that yeah, I'm like really jet lagged right now because it is around 2 or 3 a.m. in the UK, and we've been traveling the entire day. So yeah, a bit tired, but yes, I'll just try to get some food and come back as fast as I can. Try to fall asleep because we have a very long day tomorrow in Universal Studios. Alright, so it is currently 7 in the morning, and I have missed the first shuttle waterboat taxi that takes you to the Universal Studios. But yes, I'm just gonna wait for the next one. And they also told me that it's not a very long walk, so I might do that for now and might take the water taxi on my way back. So yeah, let's see what that is like. It is kind of empty right now, so I think only people who have access to like early access to the parks are on their way right now. But yeah, everybody else will just have to wait until the normal park opening times. So yeah. there are shuttles every 5 to 10 minutes from the hotel. So now I've just taken this boat, which will get us to the island of Alright, so we are heading off to the island of adventure, and as you can see, there is already a huge queue, and it's only 7:30 a.m. But yeah, good thing that we made it here. So the early admission starts at 8. I think we will be good. So we're thinking of starting off with the Hulk roller coaster, and then from there on head to the Velocicoaster. But yeah. Alright, so just got done with the Velocicoaster here at Universal Studios, and I would say that this was one of the best roller coasters that I've been on throughout my theme park journey. And the good thing is that I was kind of nervous about this one because it has a really huge drop and it has quite a few turns. And yeah, I've never been to any other roller coaster like this before. But the good thing is that I had got it done due to my early access at the express lane very early on. So that was our first ride, and now I think every other ride is going to be much easier compared to this one. But it was really fun, and yeah, I think like if I find some time throughout the day, I might do it again. But I also have to go down to the Universal Studios, so yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It was a definitely 10 out of 10, and yeah, really got the adrenaline rush on this one. Now I'm heading to Harry Potter. There is this Hogwarts ride, or I think it's called Hagrid's motorcycle ride. So heading to that, and then after that we'll be doing the Hulk roller coaster. So this is the station that you use if you want to travel between studios. So from here you can go to Universal Studios. I think it's not open yet, but yeah. So this is pretty similar to the one that they have in LA. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same. So just got done with the Hogwarts Magical Lesson ride, and yeah, this was again one of the highly rated rides, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Not as I would say of an adrenaline rush as the Velocicoaster, but yeah, pretty much I would say an exciting ride. Next, I think I'll be heading to the Hulk roller coaster because I think it's about to open soon, and that is also one of the highly rated rides here at the Islands of Adventure. And we're trying to cover the Island of Adventure as much as we can because then we also have to head to Universal Studios. So the second half of the day, pretty much, I'll be there. All right, so just got done with the Harry Potter world visiting, and to be honest, like it is exactly the same as the van in LA, but the only change is that they have this Hagrid's ride, which is, I would say, the main attraction over here. But other than that, even the way it is designed, everything is exactly the same. But yeah, so we just did the rides quickly and got out of there. Now we're heading towards the Kong Skull Island ride, and then I would say we have the main attraction, which is the Hulk coaster, the Marvel Super Man. So yes, let's get it. So a few of the attractions are also closed. So the good thing is that on the map you can see what is the current wait time for the attractions and which ones are closed or delayed, so you can plan accordingly. But if you have the express lane, especially in Universal Studios, I don't think you need to bother much about the waiting times because the express lanes are moving pretty fast and they are most of the times literally empty. So yeah, that's one of the benefits of having the express lane. So we have now entered the Marvel Land and we're heading towards the Hulk roller coaster now. So yeah. All right, so just got done with the Hulk roller coaster, And yeah, I would have to say that this is the second best ride here at Universal. All right, so we just got done with the Men in Black ride, and meanwhile, like I had already made my way to the Universal Studios. And the thing is, most of the rides over here are 3D and indoor. So yeah, they are mostly like with 3D animations. I mean, pretty good, but nothing compared to the roller coaster that we had, and not many roller coasters. I think those like the Velocicoaster and the Hulk coaster are the only two open roller coasters over here. Everything else pretty much indoors. Still like good rides, so definitely recommend checking this out. The other thing is with while living here on the resort, the good thing is that in case if you would like to go back to your rooms and come back, so you could do that. So yeah, I got the late checkout. So what we did is that around 2 p.m. We made our way back to the room, rested for a while, packed everything, left the luggage at the hotel, and now we're back over here. So, and also in addition to that, if you have express lane, it becomes really easy for you to cover both of these parks in one day. There are a few rides that we left in between, but those are mainly for kids, nothing exciting. And yeah, so like there were like no lines, but even then we decided to skip that. And also like our plans got a bit derailed because of the rain. So yeah, Florida weather, it can be a bit unexpected at times. So yeah, that was one of the things that happened, that it started raining, and yeah, we had to just sit in the restaurant for a while until the rain stopped. One other thing is that they have a few rides that are like sort of water rides, and my advice would be, if you really have to do that, try to keep that at the very end of the day, because you get really wet unless you have a rain cover or a wetsuit. I would say keep that for the end and do it back then. Otherwise, you get wet and then it sort of gets you a bit annoyed. If you're fine with that, then yeah, do it whenever you want. But for me, being wet and going on rides are not the most fun part. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. We've got like still three more rides that we need to do. We've got the Mummy. We've got one other Harry Potter ride, which is in Universal Studios, and we also have the Fast and Furious Supercharged ride. The other thing which is a bit annoying is that some of the rides are the exact replica of the ones they have in Universal Studios LA. So if you've been there, you can pretty much skip a lot of these rides. Yeah, other than that, I think it is a fun place to be, especially for a day. I just don't think that you need 2 days for here, especially if you're not coming with kids. Then yeah, you should be fine with a single day. So on to the next ride, which is probably going to be either Fast and Furious or Harry Potter, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, basically these are the three rides that are left, except for Transformer, which I already did. So now yeah, I'm just heading towards Harry Potter, then Fast and the Furious, and then Revenge of the Mummy. But Revenge of the Mummy is the one that I had done last year in Universal LA. So that's why I'm keeping it for the last in case. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. So yeah, let's check it out. And this is the Harry Potter world here in Universal Studios. So yeah, they've got this entire replica of the London Underground and the King Cross station. And this is where you would arrive when you are taking the train from the Island of Adventure to Universal Studios. But you need to have the passes for both the parks to do the park hop through this. Otherwise, you can just walk from City Walk. If I'm being honest, this definitely takes longer because they have to board everybody on the train, and yeah, there are fixed times at which this operates. So yeah, only do it if you really want to try the train, but otherwise nothing too exciting. So yeah. Alright, everyone. So this brings me to the end of my Universal Studios Orlando trip. And to be honest, I would say that we did manage to cover pretty much all the rides, except the Fast and Furious because it was closed. I think whether it was the timing or it was due to some technical difficulties. But yeah, by the time I got there, it was closed. Other than that, I did manage to cover all the rides using my express lane, and I also did the park hopping. So yeah, even though I would say that it was kind of tiring, also if it is too the weather is too hot, then it's not that easy to walk around. But I would say that it is doable, especially if you don't have kids and you're by yourself. So definitely recommended. And some of the rides are exactly the same as the Universal LA Studios, but there are a few that are new and worth the try. And I think like the city walk and everything is designed in a similar way, but yet it has its own unique touch to it. So would definitely recommend it. And yeah, so that is it for me. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.